Hello, Joanna. How's things? Would you like the card? Hello, Sherry. Joanna. So, mate, I think that card's came out for you before. We'll see what card goes along with it. Enlightenment. Could be meeting someone on your wavelength. If you have already met someone, that will take the next step. But it's part of your growth. Sherry Shelton. Sherry, mysticism. Your interest in this, obviously, what has you here, but I feel you find it a lot easier to relate to than some of the other stuff, like growth also for you. Sherry, you went through a lot of life lessons to get you to where you are now, but that process of learning has ended. It's a new beginning, and to learn lessons, you don't need to go through the difficult times. You've already done that. Christopher Cushy. Growth and service. You feel a higher cause or calling. You know you can help others. Possibly a healer. Along with growth. So your service to others is what will help you grow. Your service to others. Hilary St. Julian. Hilary. You got discovery and expansion, which I would put these cards very similar to each other. You're discovering new parts of yourself, possibly higher levels of consciousness. You feel it difficult to understand the way people act. You can't understand it anymore, whereas before it maybe seemed normal to you. Selena D. Cochran. Despondence and isolation. You've been isolating yourself possibly over winter. That this is good for doing inner work. You haven't had time for the drama others brings, but through that you're no longer getting triggered by things that would have triggered you before. You're despondent to it. What is your sentimental future? Sorry, so forcing there. The exact same two cards, but I'm not going to read them over again. I'll just get you another two cards, but take the message that I just had for Selena also, Ross. Split the deck this time. These two cards together are indicating to me, try not to have the need to be right in every situation. That can bring grief in itself. So just like have no attachment to the outcome on anything that you're looking to do in the near future. Just observe it, basically. And don't try to be right about things. Even if you know you're right, sometimes it's better just to let it go. Michelle Slane. So there's your two cards there. You too have been working on your triggers. You're not getting triggered by things that were triggering you before. This is because you're using your instincts and you're reading the situations well. You know if someone says something to trigger you, they're trying to get you to react. So by not reacting is the best thing that you can do. Marie Henderson. MT land upright. So, Marie, your two cards is discovery and wisdom. You're wise through life experiences at the minute, but you're going to discover new things. There's always more to learn. Marie. Clodagh Kirk. Top two. Your two cards is perseverance and workaholic. You need to balance whatever work you're doing. You need to balance out with time to yourself also. Perseverance through difficult times ends the difficult times, and it's the beginning of an easier new beginnings. There's certain cards are linked with other cards. Bonnie. Perfection. You're aiming for perfection, so anything close to that is going to be a success. You're also rejecting others' ideas. People are trying to put their beliefs onto you, but it's not resonating with you. And if they try to force it, you're wondering why they're forcing it. You're better just coming to your own conclusions without which you are doing. Philly Ryan English. Philly, trickery and creation. Someone's not being straight up with you. Review everybody's motives. But you can create a new reality. You can manifest your own ideas into your surroundings. Anthony. Anthony, your two cards is vanity and perception. I read this card differently. I see that as getting gifts, waking up one day and knowing something without prior knowledge. As you can see, these people are standing around watching. And also perception. So by altering your perception, you're also altering your abilities, I feel, Anthony. Liam Allen. Yeah, Joanna, I'll get him a card next, or a couple of cards next. Liam Allen. Passion and impartiality. Find something you're passionate about and put all your energy into it. Maybe you already are doing this, but your best trait is not to take sides. If there's a conflict, listen to both sides and make up your own mind. But it doesn't mean you have to take sides. Right, you want a couple of cards for your partner. There's one. Perception. And there's two. Prayer. He's been praying for something recently. I think it's actually started to come into fruition. What he's been praying for is playing out in real life. All because he's changed his perception. maybe he thought a certain way last year and something's changed and he sees the world differently now. But whatever he's been praying for is coming to him. Amanda Jane. Amanda, you could have been the victim recently. Someone hasn't been treating you fairly. And maybe the best thing to do is tell them they haven't been treating you fairly. But you need to get rid of the victim mentality. That's how you take your power back. Persevere through. Things will change at the right time. It has to play out as a process. But I think you're seeing positive signs all around you. Flow Joy. Joy, there's just one or two before you, if you can bear with me, please. Jolene. Enlightenment and Destiny. These two cards together show that your enlightenment and your destiny go hand in hand. What you're destined to do will bring you enlightenment. But when you know the outcome, the journey becomes less stressful. You start to see it for the good thing that it is. Tanya Sage. Tanya, your two cards, completion and perseverance. You completed a cycle. So it's that cycle could be learning lessons through difficult experiences. And now the new beginnings will be learning lessons through a more less painful way, let's say. And persevering through the difficulties has got you to completion, which is a 9 or a 10. End of cycles. Maureen Regan. Anything lovely? There could be a reconciliation, Maureen. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So someone from the past could be coming back. Joy. We'll see what we can get for you today. Joy, you also got the enlightenment and destiny. So your destiny and enlightenment goes hand in hand. By completing your destiny will bring you enlightenment. So it's all about enjoying the journey. But I'd already explained that. So I'll give you another two cards. Because it's pointless whenever the message is repeating. Joy, vanity and gossip. I see the vanity card as abilities, let's say. Like maybe you wake up one day and you have extra abilities than you had the day before. And you can see these people standing around watching. And gossip. You're not really one for gossip. You know it's like a lower vibration. Or maybe it's you people are talking about. In a good way, not a bad way. Just get caught up with the comments here. Jen Casey, you're next. No, CJ, I've only been on 15 minutes. Tanya Sage, well, you be happy man in your life. Again, them cards are repeating. So the last message I had for Joy, take that as well. But I like to change the messages, so I'll pull another two cards for you. I'm not the best at shuffling, but if they come out again, there was a reason they come out. Do you know what I mean? Tanya, miracle and instincts. You've got a sixth sense. You're able to discern truth from lies. You're also able to read a person's motives very easily. Expect miracles. Start seeing the tiny miracles happening in your life, and bigger ones will occur. Jen. Well, there's three cards there. That third card has been indicating you've been going through grief recently. That it's the end of grief. You have to accept things as they are and move forward. Stop and start again. Perseverance through the tough times will get you what you need. CJ. Discovery and victim. Maybe someone hasn't been treating you right in the past. Also, discovery. You're learning new things every day. Although that card came up, I do feel you're in a good place at the minute. But you maybe need to balance more pleasure, and along with the work. You're working too much and not having enough downtime. Damn, I'm Cochrane. Service and instincts. You feel a higher cause or calling. You know you can help people. Maybe you're using your instincts, your inner guidance system, to know where to be and when to be there. You're not relying on any other form but listening to your intuition, I feel. Laurel. These three cards fell for you, Laurel. I do feel a period of grief coming to an end. It could maybe have been a difficult time or a difficult time of year. You haven't been treated right in a certain situation, but you're leaving that all behind to move forward and discover new things. You're not holding on to like a victim mentality or anything. You're moving forward. Tina Aldrich. Laurie Medall, I'll go with you shortly, and Rose Hevigan and Krista Dean. You're the only three that's waiting at the minute. Well, once I get caught up with the comments, I'll just use another deck. specifically when this difficult period will come. Right, so I'll give you one card from this deck. Oh, well, it's a very good card, Tina. Abundance. Things will change very soon. I'll try and get a time frame on that there. I've got a time frame in my head, but I want to see what the cards say first. Oops. There you go. In the near future, I would say 6 to 7 weeks. No, it'll be sooner than that there. 3 to 5 weeks. And you'll have abundance where you maybe feel you need a bit more abundance. I'll just get Krista Dean here, Joy, and then I'll give you another card. Krista Dean. Passion and partiality. Find something you're passionate about so work doesn't feel like work. You get more drive from doing it. And your best trait is to not take sides. If someone's having a dispute, listen to both sides of the argument and make up your own mind. Don't feel as if you have to take sides, basically. Right, Joy. Impartiality and renewal. So, as I was saying about that impartiality card, it's best not to take sides. Listen to both sides of the story and make up your own mind. And renewal. That's end of old cycles, beginning of new cycles. You can see it's maybe like a moment of self-realization or something when you become you feel a lot lighter just by I would say like the enlightenment card. I always link cards to other cards because of the rays coming across the top. I would link that to enlightenment. Christine Barry, I'll be with you in about 2 minutes. I should. Rose Havoc and soulmate and forgiveness. You'll be meeting your soulmate soon if you haven't already met them. If you've already met them, it's your relationship going to the next level. Forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself or others for certain choices. But I feel for this to work out, you need to forgive someone. Laurie Maddle or Meadle. Oh, 3 cards come out there for you as well. Here's your 3 cards. Enlightenment, Miracle, and Vanity. The Vanity card I always see as having abilities that you didn't have the previous day, like just knowing knowing things, knowing information without any prior knowledge. This will bring enlightenment, which in turn seems like a miracle, or it will be a miracle. Alshika. prayer and joy. Your prayers will be answered. I don't feel you've started to notice any signs yet, but things are going on behind the scenes, which in turn will bring joy. You just need to believe it and get out your own way. Do you know what I mean? You can self-sabotage things, but if you know about that, then you're less likely to self-sabotage. But big happy changes, basically. Aushika. Christine Borry. Christine, you're aiming for perfection. So anything close to what you're aiming for will be a success. Even if you don't quite make it, it's still a success. In creation, you can manifest your ideas of how you would like things to be. You can manifest them into reality. Thinking them was the first step in the process, basically. Don't know if that makes any sense to you, but you're aiming high. No problem, Oshika. Anybody else like another card? Christine, it might seem like you're getting nowhere, but you had to recover from something. But it was during the recovery you learned things that will help you overcome future obstacles. I feel. So maybe the problems you're having now, you've already learned previously what to do in this situation. Certainly, Goris. Let's see. Goris. Isolation and gossip. Orn. Could be isolation due to this coronavirus. Like nearly every country's in lockdown. Or well, over here anyway. And gossip. Maybe you're doing something, you're making moves, and it's got people talking. That's what I feel from this card. Get you another one. Wisdom. You've learned a lot through life experiences. You've learned a lot, and it's like the reason for learning that is because it's going to come in handy in the future. But you're not going to have to learn lessons the same way you have in the past. David Breen. David Breen. David, You need to forgive yourself and others for a certain incident because it has you at an impasse. You feel like there's only two ways to go. But if you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, you'll see opportunities and paths open up to you. It's not just this way or that way. Marie Moon. I think this card keeps coming out for you. This soulmate card, there's certain people that card will come out nearly like most times with them. But that, as I keep saying, if you haven't already met them, you will soon. But if you've met them, it's just a relationship going to the next level. And you can create your own reality. Ideas you have in your head of the way you like things around you, you could see that playing out, manifesting it. TJ. Dissipating and mysticism. Mysticism's obviously coming up because reading cards is part of your life. You're dissipating negative energies. You're turning negative situations into a positive. So whenever you can do that with every situation you're dealt, you're like that. This side of things is going to grow. David, you want a relationship card? No problem. Siobhan Fitzpatrick. Siobhan Fitzpatrick. First card, Destiny. Second card, Bittersweet. I will explain them to you now. For you to achieve your destiny, you need to let go of the need to be right. Bittersweet's about losing more being right than being wrong. If you wrong about something, you're always learning. But if you're always right, people don't appreciate that sometimes. So just give up the need to be right, and then you'll achieve your destiny. Basically, I'll get you one more. Perseverance through the difficult times is what's got you this far, and I do feel you can see how far you've came in a short period of time. David Blaine relationship. Worth waiting for, David. Divine timing is at work in your love life. But this person, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you could maybe be planning a holiday somewhere. I know it's not the right time to be doing it with all that's going on, but that this could be in the future. I feel you meet someone on holidays, or you'll go on holidays with someone. Prince Scott. Impartiality and despondence. This card indicates about not taking sides. Listen to both sides of the argument, but don't commit to, like, do you know what I mean? Despondence. You're no longer getting triggered by the things that were triggering you before. You've obviously been doing like work on your triggers. Once you know people are trying to trigger you, it no longer trigger. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just how you work around it. Fiona Louise Sterling. Fiona, perception and perseverance. You persevered through the tough times. It's now going to get a lot easier. You change your perception. Ideas you held before, you no longer hold them in as high a regard. As soon as you decide something in your head, that will change something around you. It's like clockwork. Relationship. Siobhan, you deserve love. You're lovable. Whenever you realize this, you'll meet what they talk about is the one. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So someone could be playing in your mind. Stephanie McPeak. No problem, Soulful. Stephanie. Passion. It's about finding something you're passionate about, Stephanie, so you can put all your energy into it. New beginnings. I feel this is where you're going to put your passion, and whatever you're starting from foundations up. I feel. Amanda Brooks, then Soulful Sands, and then Pete Ford. Amanda Brooks. Quest impasse. Once you I feel you feel as if you only have two ways to go. But if you take a step back, look at the bigger picture, more paths will open up to you. And whenever you do this, you start to see what life is a quest. You start to enjoy it more. Look forward to it. Soulful Sands. Here's two cards there. Soulful, someone's not being straight up with you. Review everyone's motives, but it's not about being right. Being right, you can lose more than when you're wrong. Like, at least if you're wrong, you can learn something from it. So try and take that into consideration. Pete Ford. Isolation, but I feel that's because everybody's basically in isolation at the minute. Don't get complacent. It's. Hold on, I'll get you one more card. You need to forgive someone. Any blockages you're having, I feel, comes from the need to forgive someone for something, even if they don't deserve it. That'll help you move forward with any blockages. Think Soulful. Karen Donachi. completion. You complete an old cycle. The way things have been, it's the end of that way. New beginnings, basically. Expansion. You're going to expand on all levels. You're going to have higher consciousness. The only thing about that is you find it difficult to understand others' behaviors. Like things that you could understand before, you no longer will. So be careful what you want, how awake you want to become, let's say, and you're rejecting others' ideas. Did I get Amanda McKeaton? I nearly missed you there. I thought I'd already gave you a card, but I don't think I did. Amanda McKeaton. Quest and impasse. Like I was saying before, you feel as if you've only got two ways to go. But if you take a step back, become a bit patient, you'll see more paths open up to you, more opportunities come to you. And then you'll be able to view life as a quest. It'll become more meaningful and you'll enjoy each day. Whereas over the winter, you maybe lost interest. Dawn, bro. Dawn. Discovery and enlightenment. Through what you discover next will bring you enlightenment. But it's the journey that you have to enjoy. It's not the ending or the outcome. It's the journey you have to enjoy. That's what enlightens you. Cookie Paul. Regarding inheritance coming, would like to know when. Right, you want time scale? It could be coming very soon. Cookie. This card's indicating perfect timing. So you could maybe find it comes in the next few weeks. But you need to forgive someone. I feel this is important for clearing whatever's holding it back out of the way. I feel as if you forgive someone, it will flow to you a lot quicker. Thanks, Soulful. This is the Chakra Oracle cards. Like each of the cards linked to it, but I don't really get into that. Like Margaret Holmes. Enlightenment and vanity. This vanity card I see as abilities coming to you that you didn't always have, or knowledge coming to you that you didn't always have, Margaret. And people are noticing. People are noticing it. This in turn brings enlightenment. And it's the journey that you become enlightened on, not at the end. Angela Fryer. No, I'll give you a card anyway, Sherry, because it keeps it going. Do you know what I mean? Like, Angela Fryer. It's the exact same cards that I picked. So that last message, take that on board also. But I'll give you another two cards. No, I think I missed your name, Rose. So, somehow I skipped by it. But I'll get you here in a minute. Wisdom and impartiality. These two cards together, by not taking sides and listening to both sides of the story, you become wise because you're able to learn their motives. Do you know what I mean? You know what's true. So if someone's telling you lies, like, you're able to indicate that. That's what the wisdom is indicating this time. Sherry, find what you're passionate about and you're aiming for perfection. So anything close to that is going to be a success. You'll be satisfied. But you'll find, if you haven't already found something you're passionate about, you will soon. Rose Heavican. Two very good cards, Rose. Abundance and soulmate. If you haven't already met someone, if you have met someone, it's going to go to the next level. But if you haven't, you will. But it's going to be abundant. All parts of your life are going to be abundant. Margaret, I already read for you. Just look back through the video. Your name will come up along whenever your reading was. Laurie Clark. You offer yourself to a higher cause or calling, Laurie. I feel you use your inner guidance and you're always there to help certain people. And your gratitude for the small things in life will bring you more abundance. But I'll swap over to this deck to identify if someone is. I feel like, do you mean like romance? Coming for you? Right, let's see. Yeah, I feel someone stirred your romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Thanks, Sophie. Claire Bella Braden. Get you a couple of. Yes, Sherry, trust your inner guidance. I'll never do you wrong. Claire Bella. Your two cards are gossip and abundance. I feel you have no time for gossip because you know it's a lower vibration. But staying clear of low vibrations will bring about abundance. Right. I think I'll leave that there for now. Thanks for joining. Thanks.